Hey everyone, Luke Dog here, and welcome back to Mass Effect 2.
Oh, that? A quick application of force, a little pressure, and bam! Done.
Thank goodness. I thought those rabble would dog you for years.
Interesting.
Some say Commander Shepard is still alive. Really?
Oh, please. It's wishful thinking at best.
It's the beard. You guys got nothing? Okay. Just keep looking around, see what there is.
What's your read on that Archangel guy?
I hear he's dead. Or gone, or something. Good riddance, I say.
Anything else? Private Reams. No way we can sneak out of that party. The place is locked down tight, and Security Chief Rowe's in charge. No way Rowe would let that get past her. I'd rather stand around bored on guard duty than risk her wrath. Sorry. Samuels.
Chief Rowe, huh? She sounds like a hard ass. If we could tap into the guard's communications, I could probably use this information.
Where would
Mr.
we
Huck's
do
vault
that?
is exquisite.
Who could know? He never lets anyone near it.
Say, what's that over there?
Hawk's bedroom, I believe.
Wow, who's his architect? This is a very impressive place.
Or a very large one, at least.
Door. We also got an Eclipse Guard.
Very nice. There's more here than I expected. Password-protected voice lock, kinetic barrier, DNA scanner. Looks like an EX700 series. Everything a vault needs to be impenetrable.
This gonna be a problem?
Please, remember who you're talking to. We'll need to get a voice sample for the voice lock. You'll have to go chat up Hawk for that. We'll have to find a password too. DNA, child's play. We should find plenty of DNA samples in Hawk's private quarters. And the barrier? Cut the power. Never fails. If we can find it. KG could get through a system like this in his sleep. And I'm better. Let's get to it.
Okie doke. Got lots of updates. And she's gone.
There he is. All you need to do is keep him talking long enough for me to get a voice print. Pull out the charm on this one, Shep. Whenever you're ready. After you.
Mr. Gunn, hope you're having a good time. That scene at the door hasn't soured your evening, I hope.
I understand the security, but who would dare try to break into Donovan Hawk's home?
Gunn, in our line of work we attract a certain element. Few understand the pains we take to keep the barbarians at bay. People these days want comfort, entertainment, love. They don't see that the galaxy is fragile. They only have to worry about simple luxuries. Why? Because people like me and you are doing the terrible things that keep the galaxy spinning. This party is for us, the cleaners, the support structure for the galaxy's gleeful delusions of peace. May there always be a market for the things we do.
I said get him talking, and you got him talking. We've got enough of a voice sample. Let him go.
Enjoy the party, Mr. Gunn.
Once we find the password, we can get past the voice scanner.
By the way, Hawk, where's the bar at? Kinda wanted to get a vodka martini, shaken, not stirred, with a shot of ring call. You wanna go in there? Hey, Kasumi.
Careful. The barrier's still up. We'll have to shut it down to get to the door.
Good thing there's this exposed wire right here.
It looks like the barrier's power cable runs under the floor here. I'll set your Omni tool to scan for electromagnetic fields.
Sweet.
One sec. That should take care of the barrier.
Good work. Let's try and bypass this door.
Did you hear? Santiago took over that refinery on Zoria.
He's such a shrewd businessman. The Blue Suns are lucky to have him.
That door goes to a security room. I'll take care of the lock. There we go.
Thanks.
Ready when you are.
Okay. Got it.
Get ready.
You can't be back here.
Take him down.
I have an idea. See what you can find.
That could have gone better. Got some money. Nance, I have that problem too. So many passwords around here, can't keep them straight. Password for tonight is Perugia, so it's not even that easy to remember. It's no big deal. That voice scanner means the password's only useful to Hawk anyway. After this party, you want to grab some beers? Let me know.
Got something?
The password is Perugia.
Huh. That's the name of the man who stole the Mona Lisa. Nice. I tapped into their communications. Maybe it'll come in handy. Now, I just take the voice sample we got from Hawk and... got it. Now we can crack that voice scanner.
Sweet.
Hawk throws a hell of a party.
Yes. I'm not too pleased with the caliber of people he's invited, though.
That got it. The barrier's down.
Password required.
Perugia.
Voice ID accepted. Welcome, Mr. Hawk.
Sweet. Just need some DNA.
Mr. Hawk's private rooms are off limits to guests without security clearance.
Never mind then.
Enjoy the party.
Private rooms. We need to get in there. That's the best place to find Hawk's DNA.
Mr. Hawk's private rooms are off limits to guests without security clearance.
I have clearance to go in.
On whose authority?
I have authorization from Chief Rowe.
Okay, 1 second. Chief Rowe, Samuels. Have you given access authorization to Mr. Hawk's private rooms?
They have access, Samuels. They'll stop bothering me.
Got it. Sorry to bother you, ma'am. Okay, you're clear to go in.
Enjoy the party.
Sweet.
Look for anything we can get usable DNA from. Just make it quick and quiet.
It's clean.
It's a plant.
Okuda Decryption Project Update. Little progress to report. We have now completed dictionary attacks using words and phrases from 4,800 Galactic languages. Research into the Okuda family has not produced any matches. It's unlikely that a random brute force approach will produce a result within our lifetimes. Given the nature of the gray box technology, it's possible that the decryption key may not be a password at all. It could be a memory, an emotion, even a smell. The permutations could be infinite. I suggest we begin investigating alternative methods for breaking through the security on the box.
We can probably get Hawk's DNA off the datapad. He seems to have obsessed over this. But I'm not sure there's enough. Let's keep looking. No DNA. Looks like Hawk's been trying to crack KG's gray box. Looks like he's missing something. He hasn't cracked the encryption yet.
Holographic interface. Won't find a sample here.
Darn holograms.
The cleaners don't dare touch treasures like this. We can get some skin cells from the dust. It's probably contaminated, though. We should find another sample.
I got a wall safe.
Found a sample?
No. A credit chit.
One credit chit. One credit chit.
Not a great saliva sample, but it's still useful. That should do it. Let's get out of here.
Aw, maybe I could have found 2 credit chits. This is a nice bedroom.
Found a credit chip. Or checked out in the pockets of the couch.
Wonder what it'd be like to have a bedroom with a bed in the middle instead of against a wall. It would probably feel very open. Okay, do we need anything else? Oh, that's the balcony.
DNA identification affirmed. Welcome, Mr. Hawk.
Okay, we're in.
I'll check for security cams. Go ahead and get dressed.
think this might be the new town with the new armor. Arc projector, I think... Actually, I think I'll keep you.
So this is Hawk's vault. Very nice. This scanner will hone in on the gray box. It's not far.
Michelangelo's David.
Michelangelo's David. Just... wow. Think we could get this out through the door?
How would we even carry it? Gotta say, considering it's... what, 500 years old at this point? It's relatively decent. Of course, it's also been moved from Earth. Ooh, Prothean statue.
Creepy.
Ooh, Egyptian.
I could still get money for something like this, even outside the Alliance. Asari go nuts for this sort of thing.
Really?
That's... impressive. Not sure what it is, though. This looks like Quarian script. Wow. This has got to be old. When was the last time the Quarians wrote on stone?
At least a couple centuries.
Ugh. Rachni Queen. I guess everything's valuable to someone. Hawk has good taste. I'll give him that.
Not bad for a Krogan statue.
Doesn't look like much, but that might be one of the most valuable pieces here. Turian art is rare outside of Paladin.
Really?
For good reason, I say. I feel like its eyes are following me. Yikes.
Unless it's the Mona Lisa, I don't believe you.
A model of the Kara. It's like a Turian Titanic, the way I hear it. How did Hawk get Lady Liberty's head? Damn you, Hawk!
Darn, dang. The Statue of Liberty was the target of several terrorist attacks over its 210-year lifespan, but in 2096, a motley group called Freedom's First finally brought the statue down. Protesting the induction of Canada and Mexico into the United North American States, the New York chapter of Freedom's First wanted a symbol that they would secede from this new union if necessary. In the early morning hours of November 1st, they smuggled small arms and 15.5 tons of high explosive onto Liberty Island. Shooting or capturing the guards, they planted the explosives under the pedestal and detonated them at 7:37 a.m. The statue crashed to the ground in pieces, unexpectedly killing 4 of the Freedom's First terrorists. The remaining team members were apprehended after long manhunts, but the damage was done. The outrage at the secessionists kindled the fires of the Second American Civil War. Oh, peachy. On November 4th, President Caitlin Chung signed an executive order to rebuild the statue. Approximately 1/10 of the steel beams and copper plating from the destroyed statue was recovered and used in creating the new one. The original's head was put on display at the National Museum of American History in Washington, D.C. It remained there for 2 years until the Battle of Washington. During heavy shelling by secessionist forces, the head disappeared. A new statue was completed in 2101, and the fate of the original pieces was left to speculation in pulp novels. Interest flared up briefly in 2159 when photos surfaced of the head in the cargo hold of a star freighter, but by that time human media was far more concerned with the future. In the face of humanity spreading out among thousands of new planets, a statue titled Liberty Enlightening the World seems small and quaint by comparison. Wow. Interesting.
That's a Casa Locust. No, the Casa Locust. The gun that killed 2 presidents. Gorgeous. It even comes with a perfect copy, too. I'm sure Hawk won't mind if we borrow these.
This looks interesting.
M12A Locust SMG acquired. Shepard, Miranda, Morden, and Kasumi can use them. The gun that killed 2 presidents is the infamous legacy of the Casa Fabrications Model 12 Locust. Originally created for the Systems Alliance, who wanted a lightweight weapon for high-gravity worlds, the Locust was designed to overcome the limitations of traditional submachine guns at long range. With bullet velocity of modern weapons already pushed to the limit, the Locust designers sought a way to improve accuracy through reducing weapon kick. They created an internal floating bed that absorbs the gun's recoil with minimal jarring of the gun frame itself. The barrel, magazine, chamber, and operating mechanism all move within this bed, which absorbs shock with springs and buffers. This creates a platform stable enough that the Locust can use auto-targeting software usually reserved for match-grade weapons. The Locust's lethality on shielded targets has been amply demonstrated. In 2176, a Virginian patent clerk named Michael Moser Lang brought a Locust concealed in a shoulder-mounted video camera to a photo opportunity between Enrique Aguilar, President of the United North American States, and Chinese People's Federation Premier Ying Yong. At a distance of about 25 meters, Lang pierced the kinetic barriers covering the stage with the first burst, and when Young heroically tackled Aguilar to remove him from the line of fire, Lang's succeeding burst went through the Premier's body and fatally wounded both men. Donovan Hawk's collection contains 2 antique ivory-handled Locusts, modified to take thermal clips. A detachable data drive rests in the lining of the box, containing Omni-Tool specifications for fabricating copies. A quick trip to the extranet reveals one of the weapons has the same serial number as Lang's original. If it's a fake, it's extremely well made.
This is nice. Oddly relaxing.
What is it? Ooh, minute, Joe.
Wow. Imagine that thing coming at you in a dark alley.
Yeah, I can imagine an entire army of these ravaging the world, and I'm the only person who can stop them. Dragon Age Origins.
Oh my god. There it is.
Don't bother, Miss Goldton. It's code-locked. I had a feeling that was you at the door. I knew if it was really you, you'd get through anyway.
You know me. I don't like to disappoint.
I need what's in your grey box, Kasumi. You know I'm willing to kill you for it. I'll admit your skills are impressive. You got into my vault like I'd left it open. But you're still going to die, screaming, just like your old friend.
Let's see you try. This is where your special skills come into play, Shepard. Let's do this.
Okay. Ah, good, they started me off with sniff.
Taking heavy fire.
Now you see me.
Deploying combat drone!
Ah! I'm out of cover. Why? Ah! I think the drone hit me out. Purchase star charts in stores to open up new areas of the galaxy. Oh. I should keep an eye out for those then.
So you're wasting money on ships.
But they're models.
Cloaking!
Go, Kasumi! I don't think that hit.
Going silent.
I missed.
Over there!
Oop! I didn't realize I had one left. Dang it, I was trying to switch.
Taking cover!
Now you see me.
Well, I just
Checking
wasted like 2
blueprints.
bullets.
There's a landing pad to the east. Let's get out of here.
Joker, bring the shuttle in. Now!
Collect some ammo. Weapon locker. Let's use the locust.
Coming from the right. Going dark.
We got a mech. Hold on. You already used your powers, didn't you?
Going silent.
Almost. Got him.
Get down.
Oh, stay in cover.
Cloaking.
The ramp of the boat sealed them in.
Damn it. We have to find another way.
No problem. Ooh, there's a Mako. Hello. Oh, I gotta charge this.
Give me a target!
Incinerating is becoming one of my new favorite powers.
Now you see me.
Oh, wow.
I remember offline. Smoking.
Negative contact.
Rerouting power.
Ammo. Ooh, some spare parts. Okay.
That got it.
What the hell are you people doing down there?
Blowing up stuff. He's got lots of mechs.
Kill Solomon Gunn and take the girl. Hear that?
Ah, you just used your power, didn't you? Dang it.
They're on my screen. Now you see me.
It's gonna blow! How the heck are you still alive? That's what happens when you take a heavy mech's head out. It goes supernova. I should say it goes nuclear. Basically, really big boom.
You know what happened to your boy Doy when he fought back?
I'll cage you like that. Murderer.
You have like no health. Someone's gonna come up.
Engaging hostiles. I'll tear you apart. Going silent.
Nice try.
Contact.
Get. Okay.
This is valuable.
Ooh, tick damage. Ammo. Ammo. Did you drop any ammo? Doesn't look like it. Moving on.
Keep them busy. I'll take care of this myself.
Moving to cover!
Weakening their integrity! I'll tear you apart! Going dark.
Nice one.
Check your screens.
Got him. I'll take that. So far, so good. Got some money. Some more money.
Could have done this the easy way, Goldro.
Allow me to show you the hard way.
Look straight ahead. Up ahead.
Grabbing cover.
Okay. Thank you, arc projector.
Look right.
Weapons.
Can you handle the guys while I take out the shield?
Now you see me. Down you go. Coming from the right.
Oh, no fair.
They're to our left.
What did you tell your friend, Kasumi? You're doing this for love?
Go for ammo.
Going silent.
Oh, wow. ammo.
Even if you escape, I'll scour the galaxy for you.
Gunship's back and with full shields. If I can get to the ship, I can take down the shields.
What do you need me to do then?
Move left.
Oh, this is a bad spot. This is a bad spot. Oh, I just used my tactical shield, so I can't. Dang it.
Careful, men. Put the keeper pretty face intact.
There we go.
Got a clear shot. Here we go. Shields down. Let's tear that thing apart.
Sweet.
On our right. You see that? Going silent.
Like that. Nice shot.
Still waiting for that sniper round. Sniper challenge, Garrus.
Do what you like to this gunship. I'll have a squadron of them.
Yeah, but will you still be alive? I don't know if that hit or not. Almost.
Requesting assistance.
You got him, Kasumi. I'm getting ammo. Now I'm coming back.
Too late to get out of this alive, Kasumi.
Painful.
One shot left. Boom! Oh, hey guys. Anything to collect? See ya, guys. Nice party. I never got my drink.
Kasumi, if you're seeing this, it's because I'm dead. The information we found is all here. It's big, Kasumi. If the Council ever got wind of this, the Alliance could be implicated. Kasumi, I encrypted the information to keep it safe. And I uploaded the encryption key to your gray box, so no one could get the whole package. But if I'm dead, and if anyone knows about this, then I've made you a target, my love. I'm so sorry.
Keiji.
I know you, Kasumi. You'll want to keep these memories forever. But you don't need some neural implant to know I'll always be with you. Please. Kasumi. Destroy these files. There's nothing more I can do to protect you.
I can't do that. This is all that's left.
Goodbye, Kasumi. I love you.
Is there any way we can just destroy the information?
No. Keiji's a master at encrypting files. He laced the information into his memories. You can't get one without experiencing the other.
You heard him, Kasumi. He'd want you to destroy the information and save yourself.
I know. I can't. This is all that's left of him.
If it's easier, I could do it for you.
Okay. Just get it over with. Please.
The heists were successful. Keiji Okuda's gray box was recovered and all information contained within was destroyed. Donovan Hawk was killed in the destruction of his gunship. Kasumi is loyal. We now have Flashbang Grenade. A disorienting concussive charge is thrown that inflicts minor damage and incapacitates all nearby targets. Kasumi also got a new outfit. We got the Locust, we got some tech damage thing, we got some credits, we got some platinum. Not bad for a heist. Different defenses can be breached with different ammunition. Use Incendiary against armor and Disruptor against shields. Okay, so Disruptors for shields, which is what I have. And I need someone with Incendiary then. Yeah, I got cryo ammo, but I do have Incinerate, so that can help.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Team status. There's your new appearance. Shadow Strike, Overload, and Flashbang Grenade. From Mom. So I have to find out my child is alive third hand from the Alliance brass? Where the hell have you been? I figure whatever you're doing is classified, likely part of your Spectre operations. Just stay safe out there and keep doing your mom proud. And sneak something through a secure channel next time. Love, your mother, Captain Hannah. Where's Dad? From Consort Shaira. Commander, I thought that my gift of words had been incorrect. An embarrassing notion. But my contacts tell me you yet survive. I am pleased to hear that your journey continues, though I sense that you head toward an even deeper darkness. When you fought Saren, only your resolve was tested, but now I fear you cannot rely only on your own strength. Take whatever steps you must to ensure that those battling at your side fight with clear minds and glad hearts. Be well. From Dr. Chloe Michelle. Dear Commander Shepard, I was relieved to hear that you were alive. I was devastated to hear of the destruction of the Normandy, and those people who didn't make it off in time. After you went missing and were presumed dead, I feared I'd never see you or Garrus ever again. You and he did so much to help clean up the wards when you were hunting for Saren. The galaxy needs more people like you, and I'm glad you're still here to protect those of us who've grown to depend upon you, upon both of you. Is Garrus with you again by any chance? After being so happy to hear of your survival, I wondered if perhaps he might have ended up with you. I left a few messages on his public accounts, but you know how he is about checking his mail, and I don't think the comm address I had for him works anymore, because he hasn't returned any calls. Always so busy on his grand crusades, his great passions, that he focuses on them to the exclusion of anything or anyone else. Anyway, if you know where he might be, I would really love to hear from him, or both of you could come by the next time you're near the Citadel. Thanks.
That Kasumi is an interesting addition to the crew. I can see why she's good at her work. She never reveals anything meaningful about herself. It's all on the surface. It'll be a challenge getting to know who she really is. Anyway, what's up?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
That'll be all.
Take care.
Okie doke. Hey Jacob, anything new?
Commander, can I help you with something?
What do you think of the state of the crew?
We don't have a full complement. We don't stand a chance without the right specialists on side. Anything else, Commander?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Research. Speed of planet scanning, but we can also get the Thanix cannon. We do have enough iridium. Let's see what else we got. Could get tech damage. Squad bonus plus 20 tech power. Blah, 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 blah. Could get the avalanche. Let's do it. And 1,000 element 0. Okay. Codex.
Still in its experimental stages, the M622 Avalanche generates a Bose-Einstein condensate within a mass effect bubble, which dissipates on impact, violently spraying the condensate outward and coating the target in a near absolute zero superfluid. The Avalanche is unreliable, at times merely coating its target with ice, defacing exposed skin and freezing armor joints. Such low temperatures cause great damage to electronics like kinetic barrier emitters, which sometimes leads to total systems failure. At the other extreme, the avalanche freezes flesh and bone, causing massive trauma as blood vessels constrict and frozen blood expands. Occasionally, such ice tissue shatters. Following the Battle of the Citadel, human and Turian volunteers conducted a massive 3-month recovery effort to clear the station's orbit of debris. Secretly, the Turian Office of Technological Reconnaissance volunteers were technology recovery specialists, salvaging the main weapon of the Geth flagship Sovereign and large amounts of its valuable Element Zero core. Contrary to popular belief, Sovereign's main gun was not a directed energy weapon. Rather, its massive Element Zero core powered an electromagnetic field suspending a liquid iron-uranium-tungsten alloy that shaped into armor-piercing projectiles when fired. The jet of molten metal, accelerated to a fraction of the speed of light, destroys targets by impact force and irresistible heat. Only 11 months after the battle, the Turians produced the Thanix, their own miniaturized version of Sovereign's gun. The Thanix can fire reliably every 15 seconds, rivaling a cruiser's firepower, but mountable on a fighter or frigate.
But the entry says every 5 seconds, so which is it? Also, level up. 2 points. Let's go with Incinerate.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Perhaps later. Trying to determine how Scale Itch got onto Normandy. Sexually transmitted disease only carried by Varen. Implications unpleasant. Anything else?
Do I really want to know where that's heading? Someone has some explaining to do about Varen. Let's go down to engineering. In trouble? Use L2 to bring up weapon wheel and find nearby cover. Zaeed, yes, you're over here. Anything new to say?
Back for another lesson. Ever been to a Batarian prison? They don't trust you enough to sell you into slavery. That's why they send you. In there you got 2 choices. Bash your head open on the wall, or kill everyone between you and the exit. I knew this girl once, Asari. Good head on the shoulders. We had this whole thing going, until she sold me out to the Blood Pack. Put a sour note on the relationship. I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
Okay. Good talk.
Garrus put some crazy tech into the main guns. It's almost doubled their power draw.
But they seem pretty wicked.
Indeed. Don't worry. A few tweaks to the forward capacitors, and the balance is back in line.
Sweet. Good to know. Speaking of Garrus, when squad members become loyal, they gain unique individual powers. Kasumi gets a grenade. And a costume. It's now more pink. Just waiting for the loading time. There we go. Nothing new? Okay. Kasumi!
Hey, got a minute? I really appreciate your help with the Hawk heist. I know why we had to destroy Keiji's gray box, but it doesn't make it any easier. Not a lot of people go in and out of Dr. Chakwa's office, other than to get medical attention, I mean. I hear you shared a drink with her. That's really nice. I imagine with all that's happened, old friends are becoming a luxury. Gabby and Ken would make a great couple. I just doubt they'll ever realize it. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Well, I'm gonna get my drink.
He seems very chill.
So I never got one at that party. Now, just a shot of Rincall. Okay, I'm good. How does the door work?
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Maybe another time.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
Rupert, there's something different with tonight's meal. Seems like you put in more food and less ass.
Yeah, keep talking.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got any upgrade ideas for the Normandy's weapon systems?
My current upgrades are working pretty well. That's about the best I can do.
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
I want to talk to you. Those calibrations better not take too long. I mean, I installed your cannon. Ken, Gabby, just so you know, Garrus is calibrating. Go to my captain's quarters quickly. Because I want to switch out of this outfit. It's not bad, it's just I prefer not having formal clothing on my ship.
Feed your fish.
There you go, fishies. Okay. Back to the CIC.
Talk to Joker. Tell him to push the mute button.
Incinerate and incendiary ammo set enemies on fire, burning through armor and panicking organics. Burn! I can just imagine the elevator staying on the floor, but the doors just won't open. Guys, Shepard's stuck in the elevator again. What do those blue areas mean? Someone tell me, please. I need to know.
Commander.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last. It seems like Garrus has finally worked that stick out of his butt, but now he's trying to beat guys to death with it. I can't believe I like the old Garrus better. I like Kasumi, but why do I feel like I need to check the Citadel for parts she may have pawned? It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Shh.
Joker?
I can tell when it's listening.
I am always listening, Mr. Moreau.
I know.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Edie, if you're always listening, can you see us as well? Okay, we did Kasumi's loyalty mission. Do I have any? I have no probes. Oh, we gotta go this way anyway.
Fuel reserves at 50%.
Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, let's go back. Is this all completely... Yep, depleted. Okay. Wheeler. You're moderate.
Rope away.
Little bit blips. It's a decent one.
Launching probe. Probe away.
Whoa.
Launching probe. Probe
Lots
away.
of platinum. Come across that much element 0.
Probe away. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe away.
Now we're down to poor.
Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe away. Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe launched. Probe launched.
There we go. Wittgenstein. Got you down to poor. I know how to launch a probe.
Probe away. Probe away. Launching probe.
Yay, advanced mineral scanner.
Launching probe.
What's the minerals on this tiny little planet?
Probe away.
Good. Feynman, I already did, I believe.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so I'm done with all this. Let's go. Back to the Citadel.
Fuel at 1/2 capacity.
I know. Where should we go next? Let's go back to Omega. Boom! Binder. So we got Caravamori, Bathar. Let's go see the crash site. Wow, Mega Nebula. Lots of systems.
Anomaly detected.
Alkira's crust is composed of carbon and water ice. While low density, its large size allows it to retain a thick atmosphere of methane and ammonia. It's believed that if Alkira had acquired a bit more mass when the Armada star system formed, it would have formed the core of a second outer system gas giant. Alkira has 3 moons: Uluru, Wangina, and Baimi.
Probe launched.
Yeah.
Something on our sensors.
Scans confirm the wreckage of SSV Normandy on the planet's surface. No life signs or mechanical activity detected. Stable landing zone located amid the crash site.
I like how you decide to start mining minerals first.
Well, there's a big spike.
Might as well get a few.
So we were in the Omega system when we were attacked. How do I holster? Oh. Locate a suitable place for the Normandy monument and recover any sign of the 20 lost crew members. Collect the dog tags of fallen crew members. No, I'm not ready yet. I just got here. Go this way first. Oh. Yeah, this is the loading bay. See? Garrus would have been over here with the Mako. Ash would have been back in this corner. And Rex was standing somewhere around here. Why'd you have to remind me of Ash? Stop telling me to place the monument. I'm not done yet. Hey, element 0. Easy little portion of it. Spoke to the commander about this. All these damn aliens aboard the Alliance's most advanced ship. I just don't trust them. Especially that damned Asari. An Aquarian. What does Shepard think this is? A zoo? With the Aquarian. Seems she's on some kind of pilgrimage, trying to improve the lot of her home ship. I can understand that. I would babysit my children or anything, but if she has to be on board, I suppose that's not too bad. For a while now, and I'm taking a look back at past entries in this journal. How blind I was at the time. I came on the ship firmly believing humanity was on its own in the galaxy. Shepard brought all these aliens on board, and that's no way we could have accomplished what we did without them. I'm proud to say die for any member of this crew, regardless of what world they were born on. I salute you too, Navigator Presley. You always had the deck when I was gone. It's my old helmet. It's gonna be up in my cabin now. Where's that element 0 that keeps popping up? Still a great pilot, Joker. Mako has unfortunately run its last run. Took me to a lot of old planets. So, I'll put the monument right next to you.
You're just carrying that around with you?
Salute to the old Normandy.
Return to Normandy.
A monument has been placed at the last resting place of the SSV Normandy on Alkira, and the families of all missing crew members have been notified of their ultimate sacrifice. Shepard's lost N7 helmet was recovered. Got 200 experience, 3,500 credits, some element 0, and some closure.
And a helmet. Apparently you can carry giant gold monuments in your back
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
From Admiral Hackett. Commander Shepard, the Alliance was grateful to receive the information you found at the Normandy's crash site, and we've sent it out to the affected families. By finding those dog tags, you've provided peace of mind for a lot of people, Commander. I thank you on their behalf.
I bumped into Zaeed recently. Quite the character. Given how much violence and destruction that man's seen, he's surprisingly well adjusted. Still, I wouldn't want to be alone with them. Anyway, what's up?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
It's always nice chatting with you.
You too. Okay then. We could stay and mine some stuff, but I don't really feel like it. Instead, where should we go to next? Let's go help Zaeed. We're going to Aquila. Of course, none of them are in the system. I should say this cluster or whatever. No, it's system. Zoria. Mud, sweat, and spores is how Blue Sun's mercenaries characterize the planet that gave birth to their home office. This lush garden world is known for its heavy plant and fungal life, creating spectacular jungle zones over much of its 8 continents. Despite persistent problems with rot and rust, Zoria attracts investors and corporations from all throughout the galaxy, since it has exploited only a fraction of its potential resources. The Blue Suns dominate security contracts in Zoria, so much that residents describe them less like a monopoly and more like a conquering regime. Founded in 2160. Population is 148 million. Capital, Thun.
Zaeed.
So we're gonna take Zaeed, of course. Who should the other one be? Saying we're going after Blue Suns. We're gonna take Garrus. Okay, Zaeed, you got 2 points. Want to give you disruptor ammo? Sure. Garrus, you got nothing. Me, I got nothing. You guys should be okay. Okay. Find the entrance to the refinery and liberate the workers from Blue Suns. Let's save first. I could end it right here. Why not?
Squad Bravo, a shuttle landed near your location. Check it out. Here we go. Keep close. Shot in the back and left to rot. That's definitely Vito's style. Let's push ahead.
Monkey! Lemur! Whatever!
Command to Bravo. Take a position. Likely these people are not runaways.
Hey, monkey.
Report to base. Armed intruders incoming at the southern checkpoint.
Concussive shot.
Sit down!
I think we both missed, Garrus.
Scratch one!
I see him. Okay, I gotta remember. R2 is disruptor ammo, L2 is incinerate, triangle's tactical cloak.
Reinforcements incoming. We got your backs.
Everyone, sit down!
Thanks for the warning. Whoa! Good thing I had to reload. Considering Garrus took on a dropship and survived, that's impressive. There's nothing up here, right?
The
Santiago. If any of you retreat while the intruders are still alive, I'll kill you myself. Now get the hell back out there!
Vito. Sounds like he hasn't changed.
I get the feeling you have a past with this Vito.
I knew he was a sadistic bastard back when we started the Blue Suns. The Suns only got meaner after he staged his little coup 20 years ago. So yeah, we have a past.
Why didn't anyone tell me you founded the Blue Suns?
Because it's not common knowledge. Vito wiped me out of the records. He ran the books, I led the men. Worked real well for a while. Then Vito decided to start hiring Batarians. Cheaper labor, he said. Goddamn terrorists, I said.
20 years is a long time to hold a grudge.
A grudge? Vito turned my men against me. He paid 6 of them to restrain me while he put a gun to my head and pulled the trigger. For 20 years, I've seen that bastard every time I closed my eyes. Every time I sighted down on a target. Every time I heard a gunshot. Don't you call that a goddamn grudge?
You survived a gunshot to the head?
Yeah. And you survived your ship getting disintegrated. A stubborn enough person can survive just about anything. Rage is a hell of an anesthetic.
We'd better get moving.
They're at the southern axis. All squads mass at the gatehouse. Now!
They know we're here. Bring it on, you son of a bitch!
So, Garrus, how do you feel about working alongside the founder of one of the big gangs of Omega? Yeah, I thought so.
Squad Charlie, Delta, mass at
To
the
be
gatehouse.
fair, it has been 20 years since he was a member. Well, that does explain that tattoo I saw on your neck earlier.
Zaeed Masani, you finally tracked me down.
Vito.
Don't be stupid, Zaeed. I have a whole company of bloodthirsty bastards behind me, ready to kill or be killed on my command. Actually, take your shot. Give my men a reason to put you down like the mad dog you are. Again. What was that? Gone nearsighted, old friend.
Burn, you son of a bitch.
You just signed your death warrant, Masani.
What the hell are you doing?
Opening the gate.
We don't sacrifice lives for the sake of the mission. There's always a better way.
Like what? Wandering out in the jungle for hours looking for another way in. You want to waste time out here? Go ahead. I'm gonna kill Vito.
You're endangering lives and the mission for your own selfish revenge.
You really want to do this, Shepard?
I had to knock you the hell out. But thanks to you, we have a burning refinery to save.
Let these people burn. Vito dies, whatever the cost.
Okay! Founded in 2160 by the human mercenaries Zaeed Masani and Vito Santiago, the Blue Suns were initially a skilling verge protection racket. As they expanded in numbers and influence, the two co-founders disagreed vehemently on many issues. Finally, after arguing about whether to recruit the slave-trading Batarians into their ranks, Vito ambushed Zaeed and shot him in the head. Believing Zaeed dead, Vito took full control of the Blue Suns and hired whatever Batarians he pleased. Soon he had crowned one named Solom Dal Sera as titular head of operations. It was a move designed to placate his Batarian investors and draw fire from would-be assassins. It worked on both counts, and the partnership has lasted to this day. Over the decades, the Suns grew into a fearsome combat force spanning dozens of planets in Citadel space, the Verge, and the Terminus systems. Knowing that a good logistical team is key to fielding an army, Vito diversified the Sun, selling arms, training, and supplies as often as taking contracts to crack skulls. Even when the Sun suffered heavy losses, Vito's entrepreneurial expertise ensured new recruits could replace the old. All that was lost was the truth. Today, only a handful of trusted mercs even know who Vito Santiago is, let alone his old partner Zaeed. Fight through the burning refinery and stop Vito before he gets away.
What's left to worry about?
Holy smoke, Zaeed! This is why you don't throw rocks in glass houses.
Help! We're trapped! We can't get to the gas valves to shut them off! The whole place is gonna blow!
No time. Vito's probably halfway to the shuttle docks by now.
You're willing to watch these people die?
Damn right I am. We stop to help these people and Vito gets away. And if he gets away, I'm blaming you.
We're here to free these people. We're going in.
I knew this was a mistake. If we're gonna do this, we'd better get to it.
Let's move, people! Oh boy. Jeez Louise. Jeez, fire, fire, fire. Hope this is important because I'm going to take it. Working on it. Okay, do I go this? This.
I'll take it.
You're welcome. Ooh, what do we got here?
This looks interesting.
M451 Firestorm. Only I can use it. Oh. The M451 Firestorm flamethrower is a product of human ingenuity, ruthlessness, and industrial espionage. Its origin dates back to the 2160s when human colonists to new planets used flamethrowers to clear vegetation or ice. The fuels performed erratically on planets with extremely cold temperatures and different air compositions from Earth. Realizing this could be a problem for military units, Systems Alliance intelligence operatives stole the Turian design for the Hyra's flamethrower, a battle-tested workhorse that functioned in nearly every environment. The result was the Firestorm, an anti-personnel and anti-armor flame unit that can accept a variety of liquid fuels. The Turian design used low-octane hydrocarbons thickened with dentra oil, which is taken from large marine animals similar to Earth's whales. Humans then reverse-engineered a synthetic composite with almost identical properties that could be fabricated from heavy weapon fuel cells using an Omni tool. The result is a sticky spray that burns at approximately 1600 degrees Celsius, a less intense fire than plasma weapons, but covering a significantly wider target area. Adding to the trauma is the choking smoke produced by the spray, and if the target's armor is breached, the fires quickly consume the oxygen within. The Firestorm may not be the most efficient weapon in the Systems Alliance arsenal, but the sheer ugliness of how it kills ensures it is the most feared. Shepard has a flamethrower.
Grabbing cover!
Burn! Yeah, that was a weapons locker. Ammo? Yes! Ammo for my fire. Ow.
Person to bring Masani's head. Get something special in their paycheck. Don't have a chance.
Firing an impact shot.
Ah, I'm stuck.
Watch out, big gun!
Pyro, how do you like fire? Ow, ow, ow.
Walk out of here alive.
Nice.
Never should have come here, Zaeed. Did you forget who you were dealing with?
Sit down.
Get ready, Zaeed. Here it comes.
That fuel tank's coming loose. Shoot it. Bring it down.
Dang it.
There we go.
Switch.
Look out!
Oh. That's it. Shoot it down.
Taking heavy fire.
Heavy weapons!
Ugh. Wow, he went flying.
Firing a high impact shot.
Mac!
Sit down! Get out, now!
You're welcome. Alright, it's dark. There's industrial bits. Going back. Nothing? Okay. No bits. Wow, nothing in here either. Okay, moving on. What was that?
This time, Zaeed, you son of a bitch. See you in another 20 years.
You just cost me 20 years of my life. Ah, son of a bitch! Oh.
Zaeed, you alright?
The hell do you care? I'm fine. Now come on, get me out of this shithole.
I'm not sure I need a man like you on my ship.
If you didn't need me, Cerberus wouldn't have paid my fee. I'll do what I was paid to do. Nothing more, nothing less. Now stop screwing around. Let's go.
You put your own goals ahead of the mission. That's not the way this works.
I've survived this long watching my own back. No time to worry about anyone else.
You're part of a team now, Zaeed. There's no way we can do this unless we're all working together.
You have a point. I'm not done with Vito, but I can put that behind me long enough to get your mission done. Let's get the hell out of here.
Held-filled Ashland refinery on Zoria has been liberated, though the company will have to spend millions to rebuild. Although Vito Santiago escaped, Zaeed has accepted Shepard's command and appears focused on the mission. Zaeed also got Inferno Grenade! More fire! Launches a volatile grenade that explodes on impact, sending searing waves of flame in all directions. This fire damage is effective against armor. We also got his new outfit. We got the flamethrower. We got heavy weapon ammo. And we got money. And palladium. Cover is the best way to protect yourself from enemy fire.
No. Hands up and saying, "Don't shoot."
So surrendering. Zaeed, you have a new outfit. Boom.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Take care.
Let's go talk to Mr. Masani. See if anything new to say.
I hear that Rupert is actually cooking some good meals lately.
Yeah, right. That scunner couldn't serve a good haggis if his life depended on it.
But all haggis tastes like ass anyway.
Aye, but in the right hands, it can taste like mighty fine ass.
Okay.
Thank you for the...
Ken, I think we're gonna have a talk. What does haggis taste like anyway? Apparently it tastes like ass. Hey, Zaeed.
Back for more? Hell of a mission down there on Zoria. Can't believe Vito got away. 20 years of tracking gone, just like that. But I gotta let that go. We have more important things to do.
It's like 20 years have gone by and he escaped. Shepard's like, yeah, whatever.
Doesn't matter who you are. You got a gun in your face, chances are good you'll do what the other man says. Only two types don't buckle at that point. Trained killers and psychopaths. A lot of people can't tell the difference. I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
Okay. Nice outfit. Just want to check something quickly. Nope, nothing new. Okay, now let's just pick our next destination and then we'll call it quits for now. Concussive shots are extremely effective against enemy biotic barriers. Huh. Garrus, you me team up? Boom. Where should we go to next? Got a few more side stuff to do, or we could go recruit someone.
You do have something in this nebula. I believe it's the stuff what's her face told you to pick up.
Firewalker DLC. Get some fuel back. I'm thinking... Let's go get the Krogan. Let's get some muscle. Corliss. A garbage scow with a climate was how one Citadel Council member described Corliss at the turn of the century, and ever since then the Corliss Tourist Bureau has been attempting to rebrand their planet. It hasn't worked. Though they have tried calling it the recycling center of the galaxy, corruption scandals and a staggering murder rate ensure that Corliss's image is permanently stained. Corliss's biggest business is the recycling of decommissioned and junked spacecraft into their component parts. While the invention of Omnigel has made this process significantly cleaner, it's still a dirty business that chokes Corliss's sky with smog and fills its ports with megatons of scrap. A shady hospitality industry and a scavenger underclass round out the spectacle of urban decay. Travel advisory. Corliss ranks second in murder per capita in the terminus systems and first in off-worlder murder. Civilian traffic is encouraged to employ security professionals when visiting. Zaeed. Population estimated 3,800,000,000. Founded in 1781. Capital Chocoa. Disputed. Wow, it was founded in 1781. Yeah. But once, not in the 21st or 22nd century. Blue Sun's mercenary bands usually consist of human, Batarian, and Turian. They employ a variety of heavy weapons, mechs, and personal armor. Who should we bring? That's a good question. How about we bring Zaeed? And we'll take Miranda because of her biotics. Miranda, you should have some skill points. Ooh, so do I. Turn synthetic enemies against their own allies. Temporarily hacks to attack its former allies. Let's do some hacking. Zaeed, you have 3. I think I'll save it for now. Miranda, you have 4. Could get a combat bonus. Or... we'll do Overload. I'll go with Area. Increase the pulse's strength to cover a wide area, making it easy to hit multiple targets. With me, I'm switching this back out. Still one more left. Grenade launcher.
The dossier doesn't say if Okir is on this planet by choice. Assume hostiles.
Broadcasting orders over loudspeaker. Charming.
Stay focused. We're looking for a Krogan warlord.
Known as the Starcraft Cemetery, Corliss was the regional toxic junkyard for centuries. Ships reaching astronautical near-death at connecting mass relays were sent to Corliss, stripped of every useful component, then dumped planetward to clear shipping lanes. Currently, Corliss hosts numerous Merc factions, such as the Blue Suns, rumored to be using downed ship fossils to test advanced munitions. Massive gun batteries threaten anyone attempting planetfall, with minimal defenses against ground attack. Because ancient volcanism greenhoused the planet, Corliss was too hot and CO2 rich to develop a biosphere, despite the abundant lakes that could have sponsored the development of life. Now cool enough for protected habitation, but too scorching for anyone but extremophiles and mercenaries seeking secrecy, Corliss supports numerous Krogan outposts. The Krogan have therefore seeded Corliss with hardy Varen, often kept as warhounds. Varen live primarily on a diet of geophagous vermin and each other.
Yummy. Dr. Okier, millennia of combat and strategic experience, rumored familiarity with collector technology. A brilliant and brutal Krogan warlord who fought in the Krogan rebellions, Dr. Okier has become obsessed with saving the Krogan people from the genophage, and is believed to have contacted the collectors in an attempt to gain technology to that end. Currently in a Blue Suns camp on Corliss, though the nature of his relationship with the mercenary group is unknown. Infiltrate the compound. Excuse me. Here we go. But we'll be doing that next time.
That's it?
So, yeah, for now. I'm ending the video. We've been going for about 2 hours, Zaeed. So, if you liked this video, let me know in the comments. If you really liked it, press that cute little like button. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Luke Dog, and I'll see you next time.